Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Howard back at it with another Anime Puff official video. So as you can see, I did make a few changes here. Have a new place to record. Also got a new mic. I apologize in advance if that was a little bit too loud. Just wanted to test it out, but let's go ahead and get into it. So today we're actually going to talk about one of my favorite anime movies of all time. It actually comes with one of my favorite fight scenes of all time. And the film is called Dragon Ball Z Cooler's Revenge. Has Goku right here, Super Saiyan 6, he's the main protagonist, and then we also have the main antagonist right here, which is Cooler, and he's in his transformation state right here. And we also have the side characters, which is Krillin. We have Gohan, which is Goku's little son, and then we also have Piccolo. So moving forward with the video, I just wanted to talk about how this impacted my life. You know, that the movie alone and like that certain fight scene I'm going to show you guys how it impacted my life. And maybe by the end of the video, maybe this impacted your life too, you know, depending on the perspective that you get on it. But, oh, actually, before getting into it, before I show you the video and everything regarding that specific fight scene, I do kind of want to drop down some context. So, basically, make a long story short, basically there's two brothers, which is Cooler and Frieza. So basically in the show, Goku and Frieza, they kind of have a fallout, and then Goku ends up killing him. So Cooler finds out, and he wants to like, go after him. But man, he's a piece of my mind, you know, gonna go down to Earth, to show him basically who's the boss, you know. So he kind of shows up out of nowhere on Earth, and everybody's kind of enjoying like time of peace. And there's some characters that are usually mentioned in the show, but they're not mentioned in this movie for whatever reason. But you kind of it's kind of like those one last minute attacks, you know, that he puts on Earth. And basically everyone's kind of just fighting and kind of doing the best they can with what they're given, you know, in that situation. But going into the fight, I'm going to pull it up right here. Don't worry, I'm also going to have it right here so you guys can see it as well, so you guys know what I'm talking about. But as you can see, in this fight scene alone, we see Goku kind of struggling. You know, his friends are kind of all beat up. And we also see there's like a bird that's like right next to his head during the scene, which is actually kind of, at first I thought it was kind of random, but as you get older, you're like, man, it's kind of cool. It's a little bit of symbolism right there, like kind of symbolism of like how he's able to physically change somebody's health, you know, because in this sequence right here, he's like caressing this bird, and you know, it's like in pain, and it looks like it's about to die, you know. So Goku's kind of trembling in fear and like just holding on to it and hoping he can like maybe, you know, revive it. And you know, the main antagonist is like provoking him, and Goku's in the middle of transforming. You know, he transforms, yells out in anger, and you know, Cooler starts to notice him like, hey, what the heck's going on with him? And you know, all of a sudden, there's like a little bit of silence. Kind of goes more in depth with the Deftones song, or Deftones band that they include in there, and they include the song "Change," which is perfect for this video. So you notice that Goku transforms, and now he's in the Super Saiyan state. This is a state that he obviously he had kind of problems controlling at first. You know, he's kind of an emotional response type of transformation, but once he's in it, he has a lot of demeanor behind it. You know, he has a lot of physical changes too. Like his eyes turn green. He has you know, blonde hair, and you also notice that he is going from being someone that's desperate trying to stop somebody to like now he has full control of the situation, and he's in full control. He has command now, and even like in his new state, he's not coming at the enemy angry or anything. He's more coming at it like in a more calm, collective way. You know, kind of a mature, in a mature way, you know. So going forward into the fight, he kind of has a speech with him. Hey man, like just because, I know I get it, your brother died, but it doesn't mean you have to take it out on innocent people. Like this is between you and me, and let's settle this, you know. So I kind of want to get into like how this all impacted me growing up. I feel like as a little kid, like we don't really appreciate the little moments like these, like in films like this, like those specific scenes. I feel like now that I'm older, kind of like analyzing the scene itself, I believe it's impacting me like in a time where I was kind of going through a hard time. You know, it's kind of going back a couple years ago. I was going through some personal things in my life, and I knew I needed to make a change, or else I'm gonna just fall into a rabbit hole of like negativity. And we all kind of know how life is already hard as it is. You know, why make it harder on ourselves? You know, so I decided to dedicate myself to the gym, you know, 6 times a week. And now I'm going like, and it's been a little bit over 2 years now that I've been doing that. And I've noticed a lot of changes, you know. In that moment, I knew once that decision I needed to make that one choice, it really can dictate like who you're going to become later on, you know? So in this case, going back to the video I just explained to y'all, in that fight, basically Goku knew he had to like make a decision right then and there, man, because else like, you know, no one's going to help him out. You know, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, man, if he does something or like the whole world's going to get destroyed. And I guess if you look back on like my perspective, you know, the way I saw it, I knew I needed to make a choice for the better, and that's what I did. You know, I knew it was for the best for me, so I knew I had to keep pushing forward with it. And you know, I leave a question with you guys. You know, maybe was there ever a time that you were pushed to a corner and you had to make a change for yourself? You know, because there's a lot of times, you know, specifically in this fight scene alone, I believe that kind of goes back to that saying, like, you know, people's true colors show during extreme situations. You know, that is a literal definition of that. So I feel like we should hold ourselves accountable when it comes to decisions that come up in our lives that we have to make. You know, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up right here. I'm gonna leave you guys with that. I highly recommend this film. Just you know, 10 out of 10. You know, with the Deftones and you know, the music that gets thrown in there with the fight scenes. Highly recommend. But I'm going to go ahead and let you guys think about that. I'm going to go ahead and leave a like. Go ahead and click that subscribe button. Go and leave a comment in the comment section. And we'll catch you in the next video.